Hi.
Hey, I'm just on a laptop. Is the sound, the video, and all of that all right?
That's that's perfect. I just wear these earphones for show. I think they look cool. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just starting the day here.
Yeah, yeah. I am so glad we got to talk and our paths are crossing because every time I like reach out to talk to somebody, I'm just like, if they even reply back, I'm like so thankful. And like, because I'm just some stupid American idiot with internet access.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all just stupid idiots with internet access?
Yes. So how are you? You are in Sydney?
In Sydney, yeah, yeah, yeah. Where are you? You're in
I'm in the beautiful San Diego, California.
gorgeous.
Yes, it is beautiful here. We just got through this crazy, incredible, like weird rain dump and storms. But today the sun is back and I'm ready to go surfing. Just kidding. I don't surf. That's funny. The equivalence, though, probably of San Diego and Sydney, just as far as like being like a coastal town and like sort of like expectations or sort of like just things people think about Australians.
I don't know if I have any like if you say San Diego, like, oh, what's the San Diego stereotype?
I
You
I
know, you
just
know what
like
jumps on head when I think of San Diego? Jurassic Park 2.
mm,
So, are there any
I
T-Rexes running around out there?
yes, there are. Yes, yes, there are. So I just think of them as being like coastal towns, like skin cancer, like
Mhm.
surfing, cowabunga dudes. I asked that question because I just have weird impressions of what Australia's like because I think it's all like Bondi Beach. I feel like everybody's blonde. Um, it's everybody's beach culture. Are you Australian? Is that the proper way to say
Yeah,
it?
Aussie, Australian.
Aussie?
You should just say
Yeah.
fuckwit. That usually means Australian.
You guys got Robert Irwin. Is he making you proud? What do you feel like about Robert?
He's fine. He's alright. He's a lovely, lovely kid. I don't know. I feel like the poor kid will never escape from, the
Dad.
expectation we all have of, like, we all view ourselves as, like, his dad,
Yeah. It's crazy. I just feel kind of inappropriate because I've seen him for so long and now he's just grown into like an adult
right?
and like physically he does things for me. And I'm like, but he's so young. I am just a sucker for blondes, like hairy blonde forearms, blonde
Nice.
leg hair. He grew his beard and there's like one Instagram post, and I think it was like he had like a red ginger beard grew in, and I'm like, oh my god, he's a
Oh,
man.
there we go.
And he fills out khaki pants way better than I do. I
He does,
That's
doesn't
all
he?
I gotta say. I have terrible white boy syndrome where it's like my butt, it just like goes into my thigh or hamstrings, hammy, yeah.
Thank God he feels it, like, could you imagine if khaki didn't suit him?
Yeah, yeah, that's
He'd find a
true.
whole new career.
Khaki's a rough color to wear for like light-skinned people. It really kind of can wash us out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh geez, oh geez. So you are a comedian,
Yep. Little bit
and
of that.
are you yet a father or father to be?
Both. Well, yeah. We got a little girl, and we got another one on the way end of this week. She's due, which is very exciting and slightly terrifying.
That is okay. We'll talk comedy first. We'll talk like the family. So how long have you been doing comedy? How did it start? Is Aussie humor different than American humor?
Yeah. I've been doing comedy. I think it's 5 years, 4 years, a little while. I started because I always thought I was like, I'm funny. I'm funny in a group hang. I'm funny with the mates, throwing out
Huh?
jokes. And then I got asked to do a speech at a mate's wedding. And I fucking bombed. It was horrific.
You
I was like, "Oh,
bombed.
I'm just gonna get up there and riff. I'm a funny guy." And it
Yeah.
was it was horrendous. People
I
just,
thought you were
like,
gonna say, like,
jaws
I
are dro
tasted the magic and I just riffed and roasted everybody's dad, and there was, like, from then on out, okay, nice.
Yeah, it was either, like, I was saying something way too inappropriate or just something not funny or,
Oh,
it was like the worst sort of I think it was only, like, 5 minutes, worst 5 minutes. I just started sweating a minute, and it was like, "Oh, no one is laughing at this."
yeah. At that point, you're also in your head. You're, like,
Yeah.
outside of your body, watching yourself from the outside, watching yourself bomb.
And also it's like
Okay.
a best mate's wedding as well. And I'm like, "Oh, no. I have
No,
fucked
yeah.
his absolute special day," you know?
Well, there's only way up from that is from the bottom up, I
Exactly. And so I
guess.
was just like, "Alright, I wanna, like, figure out how to do this. Like, I wanna,
Yeah.
be good at this. I thought I was good at this, and given a chance to do it, I was not. Not that that was stand up, but yeah, I was, so yeah, I read a bunch of books, went and watched more comedy, went to a bunch of open mics, and just gradually got the practice in, and yeah, started doing all right at it.
Yeah, it is a talent to pick up and something to practice. Like, I watch this could cancel me, but I also watched Kill Tony, which
Mhm.
Kill Tony is a very controversial character, but a Kill Tony. And so I get up there and I give these people like a minute, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so amazing what people can do with a minute or can bomb in a minute. It's just like it's 60 seconds can be eternity. And I just from that show also, I also kind of think I'm funny. And I have like this idea of like it'd be fun to do open mics, but like I have stage fright. This is not
No.
stage for me. I go up there and I can't remember my name, my home address, where I was born, anything.
You that this is potentially like, because a podcast, the internet can like live forever. Stay being on stage for 5 minutes. There's strangers in the room who will never fucking see you again. If you say the
That's
wrong
true.
thing, it's recorded forever here on a podcast and people can
Yeah.
go back to it. But, oh, some dude saw me say something that didn't work, and I will never see his face again.
That's sort of good. That's right. What are your sets typically like? I've seen your clips on the Instagram and stuff like that, but like are your sets sort of like are they family friendly? Are they like gay focused? Are they political?
It is, everything. It is all over the shop. It depends on me on the day and what kind of mood I'm in, but
Yeah.
it also depends on the crowd. Like, I'm never not myself on stage, but, like,
Yeah.
I know if I've got, like, a big crowd of big drunk gays, like, it's gonna be filthy. It's gonna be making jokes
Yeah.
about all the stuff that we know and we relate to. But if I'm in like a family friendly club, it's gonna be, "Hey, I'm a dad," you know? I'm
Yeah.
never gonna be in the
I
closet,
like that
I'm
vibe of
still a gay
yours.
dad, but yeah. Um, and here's some funny things that kids do. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, kid friendly audience. I just saw your joke about uh if dads are getting their kids' names tattooed on them, they probably have that means they have least custody or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, the more permanently your kid is tattooed on the body, the less permanently you have custody of that kid.
Give out my material. I don't know it. So
It's true
fun.
though, and that's
And
from
wait,
real experiences of dads getting their kids tattooed. I like,
and I love that sort of I just tend to go like filthy. I don't know. I just poop and sex is sort of my go-to. Um
right?
woo! Not poop and sex together. Normally it's not my thing, but I don't
Depends what
judge.
you're
I
into.
listen, I don't judge. Um okay, I'm just going through my list here. So my first thought when I saw you, I wrote it right down here. And when I see somebody, I feel like I see auras, I see like I see good, bad, but this is totally neither of those. I saw when I first saw your face, the beard, the chest hair, some things I admire. I thought to myself, I bet he's a good kisser. That was the first thought, even before we talked. Um, so do you consider yourself a good kisser? And what has some of your feedback been from people you have kissed?
Ooh. Um, I think I'm a good I've never received negative feedback.
These are hard hitting
Um,
questions. Yeah.
I think I'm a good kisser. I yeah, it could
I
be
just saw your eyes go "Toot, toot, 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 toot." Replay, replay, replay. All
exactly,
right.
yeah. Um,
Like a little pecker kisser?
a
Are
little
you like
bit.
a open mouth, tongue going to town? I know. And I didn't say, do you have a little pecker? Because that would be inappropriate. Um, are you the kind of kisser where like you hold the person's head and you like kind of guide it? I'm just curious
Yeah.
because I'm not even joking. I'm such an idiot, but like I saw you and one of the very first things I thought before I even want to talk is like, he looks like a good kisser. That just popped into my head. So that's
I
why I'm
think
asking.
I'm a passionate kisser.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
like if the mood takes me, if I see my husband and I'm like, "Oh, you look fucking gorgeous today. Look at you."
Very.
You stepped out of the shower. I don't know, and I tend to like sort of bigger dudes than me, so there's something about like being able to throw around someone who's a bit bigger as well. So it's sort of a
Ah,
bit passionate, a bit vigorous, sort of
all
grabbing hair
right.
and throwing around.
Okay, Dom Top. Okay, Dom Top energy. Just kidding. I can't ask that question. That's inappropriate. All right. Gotcha. What about entering food into kissing? Are you guys into like strawberries? Because I see these videos and just fun stuff, and like people are like kissing with strawberries in their mouth or food, and part of me is just like, eh.
No, food. I'm a big fat guy. I love food, but food is for eating.
Or like licking, or like licking
And
someone's nipples that has chocolate all over it. Go. My
I
cats are being
mean, I will
crazy.
lick it. I've got nothing against it. I will absolutely lick that, but, like, I wanna eat I would either be annoyed that there is food blocking access to what I want,
Right. Like, let's
or
just get this out of the way. I'll eat through the whipped cream
that
to
like,
get
I'm
to
like,
your
"Oh,
butt.
the plate is a person, and that's annoying. Just give me one or the
Yeah.
food is" yeah.
Wait, you can pass on this question too, and
No,
it's just the thought. What about because gays are? I'm going there because we're both gay men, so and our
absolutely.
audience is usually filthy. What about? I didn't. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna ask. What about people who have like accounts where they like come on their food and then eat it? Not for me.
Not for me, but fucking good on you. If you like the taste, if people
Protein.
love that, go for it. But,
Yeah, America's
I
very
just
protein positive right now. So
that's true.
okay,
That's true. Nah, I like my food. I like my food as my food.
all right. We'll just let that lie right there. Well, I don't even know where I too have a very imaginative mind. I don't even smoke weed, so
Great.
this is just natural. So going straight from that, I feel like we should put like a pause, and then going into you have a book also, two dads, one daughter.
Nah.
Oh, you just have like a image that said two dads, one
Oh,
daughter.
yeah, probably, yeah, maybe something like that.
Something.
One of my clips must
I,
have been or something.
and how did that happen? Is that something like like having children? Is that something you both have wanted for a while, or did one person have to sort of like influence the other person to get on board, get on the school bus?
Yeah, so look, do you want me to go into the whole it's a bit
Yeah,
of a story?
please.
Yeah, yeah, alright. So, yeah, me and my husband, we wanted kids and always would love to have done that, but expensive and, like, we're both men, very difficult.
Yeah.
And in Australia, adoption is very, very difficult. There
Mm,
aren't many children to adopt. You can do some like fostering, but not for particularly long. So it's all very complicated. It's not
yeah.
impossible. Lots of people, well, not lots. Some people do it, but it's really tricky. And
Is that
surrogacy.
like, can you foster and then like, because I fostered kittens in the past. I know it's
Mhm.
different. You foster, then you're like a foster fail. You're like, boop, I fell in love with this child. I'm going to keep it. Like a trial run, or it works. It doesn't happen that way. Like they see the foster home as like a temporary thing only, not like let's try this out, and if it works forever, let's do it forever. Does it ever
Sometimes,
work like
look,
that?
I am not the expert in the foster system in Australia. From what I have seen from friends and people I know, sometimes there are families who will sort of be like, we are open to fostering, and they have fostered like many kids for like 6 months to 2 years at a
Mm,
time, and just when those kids have needed a home, and then they go back to a family member, not because the foster parents like we don't want you here. It's just
right. It
because
was
those
just a
kids
kind of a temporary
are able to
situation.
go back to their families, but also sometimes the fostering situation then does turn into a longer term adoption.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but we did surrogacy, which is somehow maybe even more complicated. So we had a friend carry the baby for us, which I looked up the stats the other day because I was trying to write a joke about it. Like makes up like 0.001% of all births in
Really.
Australia.
Um, question.
Yeah,
You can pass.
yeah.
When making said baby,
Mhm.
did you have a discussion about whose sperm makes the baby? Is that private information? Is that public?
I will
I'm
tell you,
just
we know
curious.
who it is. I won't. That's
Okay,
everyone in our families knows. I won't necessarily
gotcha,
tell you who because I don't
gotcha.
know if you watch this and all that.
I gotcha.
So the egg donor
Okay.
was one of our family members,
Perfect.
so the sperm donor was not from the same
Oh,
family.
oh, beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm legit curious because that's just like, that's clearly a discussion that has to have been had. So,
Yeah, so
or
we weren't
had
able
in the
yeah, so one of us
process.
was just like, "Oh, this is obviously not gonna be my sperm because that egg is from my side of the family."
Yeah. We don't like three-legged children.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Oh.
in Australia, surrogacy has to be, what do they call it? Altruistic, so free. So, the woman,
Mm.
our friend who offered to do it, like, we can't pay her any
I
money.
can't pay. Oh my God. That's so
No.
opposite American. We're just like fucking put like a credit card machine attached to her butt. Cha-ching, like just use her as a puppy mill.
Exactly. So, yeah, none of that. We're not there's, like she has to be a certain age, she has to have kids of her own, there's so many we all had to go through individual counseling sessions and then ones together, and, like, it was yeah, there's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Right. Well, that's so amazing. I at once, even before I met my husband, really wanted to be a parent. Like I really do love kids, and I actually was going to do it by myself or with a husband, thinking of adoption or other ways to do it. I had books that I read,
Mhm.
and then it just life happened, and then
Yeah.
now later on in life, now it's like years have passed, and I don't see it as like a reality. But I am very. I have cats. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, they're driving me nuts right now. Go. What's happening is there's reflections off my, computer. It's driving them crazy, and it's like lasers on the wall. Anyways, so, yeah, so I'm actually very interested in these stories, and because I really thought that for a while that I was gonna be a parent.
I can see you being a
But
great dad, yeah.
yeah, I just would be totally the fun, wacky dad, but, and I really, really, really but now I've sort of surrendered to the idea that's not gonna happen in this lifetime.
Fair
And
enough.
I don't believe in life after death, so I guess that's for me over.
You'd be an excellent cat dad.
No, dude, all you need, same with being a parent dad, a couple litter boxes and a water bowl,
It's just the same, it's exactly the same.
right? And maybe a crate if you guys are gonna go out to, like, the gay leather bar at night.
Yeah, we just put
Daddies,
her in a little
you put your li
cage.
oh my God, you put your little baby in a harness and a crate, and then dads go out to the Aussie Eagle. Do you guys have eagles there? The American, very, like, traditional leather bar across country is, like, the Eagle. Do you guys have eagles?
We had, like, a pop-up bar that was the Eagle Bar in Sydney.
Okay.
Was it last Mardi Gras? I
It's
think
like
so, yeah.
leather, kink, sort
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
usually like a crowd. You
Yeah.
visited the US before, right?
Not for a million years, not since I was a kid, actually.
Jesus, you need to tour. You need to tour in the US. There's
When the kids
comedy
get old
clubs.
enough, I will be over there.
Yeah. So number 2 is on its way
Mm. She's,
for you.
beautiful and it is wonderful, but she's gonna be born on the weekend of Mardi Gras, which is like our huge pride parade, which is
Oh,
fabulous and very, very gay and camp, but also like, I wanna go to Mardi
yes.
Gras.
Dad, put the Special K down. Dad,
Yeah,
put away the horse drugs. Dad,
exactly,
you don't need to take
exactly.
Viagra today, Dad. The job's already done. Oh, that's exciting, and that's exciting. Fuck
It is
Mardi
exciting, it's
Gras.
very cute,
Mardi
it's
Gras will
beautiful.
happen next year, but you'll only be a dad and a baby daddy for one, twice, 3 times. That's exciting. Congratulations. I hope that wasn't,
Yes.
like, pushing too much into it, but, like, I really am curious about that, and I also, like yeah, that's exciting.
Nah, it's awesome.
Dads are hot. Dads are hot. I'm not really into daddies, but I've mentioned this before in podcasts, but I like dads. I feel like
Actual
there's
dad.
difference between daddy energy and then dads. I like dads with like Tevas on and socks and a fanny pack and a baby on the back and then walking a dog. That is my
Oh,
fantasy.
you'd love me.
Back to being a good kisser. Um, no, not really. So you said Mardi Gras. And something about I think Mardi Gras is happening here right now. And I don't know, do you follow much of like American news or like pop culture or current topics at all?
Just whatever pops up in my, Insta feed and
Yeah.
whatever.
Do you know LaBeouf? Shia
Yeah,
LaBeouf,
yeah, 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 yeah.
actor?
The Transformers kid?
Yeah, I brought this up because I like the kid, and I brought this up with Mardi Gras because he was And everything going back to, like, having cameras and things being recorded. He's been recorded. He got in a brawl the other day in Mardi Gras and was arrested and taken to jail. He got out of jail and he's straight back to, like, partying in Mardi Gras with, like he seems to always be by himself, but he's, like, partying with, like, the peasants and the common people, and he's always dressed, like, really poorly on purpose, like, bad dad outfits. And I just was
That's kinda
curious, like
hot and fun. Like,
yeah, I'm a
is
sort of
he
a
hurting
I'm
people or is he just, like, fun brawling?
well, this is the other thing. I reposted something on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I love seeing like unhinged Shia LaBeouf in like New Orleans living his life. But then later that day, I also saw when he was being arrested, I guess he was like yelled out homophobic slur. I don't know. I almost will forgive him, but he's one of these actors that's sort of an eccentric. But I also see that his mental health is sort of possibly in crisis.
Always such a
Yeah.
fine line between, like, big, wild, fun party animal and mentally ill.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause you're 'cause you're rooting for them and you're, like, rooting for them, but then
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, this is kinda sad." Like, I feel like that's what's happening with I don't know, I brought it up 'cause I heard Mardi Gras and Shia LaBeouf, and I feel he's hot, you know? He just seems a little unhinged, and he seems dirty, and he doesn't seem like to have people around him. I don't
Oh.
know. I
Maybe you
just
could be that special person in
I
his
could
life.
give him a sponge bath.
Maybe you could tame him.
I could give him a sponge bath, I could take his temperature, but I bet he'd be more kinky than I am because he's, like, straight, but he also is
Yeah,
one of these
okay.
people that I could see, like, straight, but, like, when you're in the French Quarter, the New Orleans at, like, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Anything goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, New Orleans look well, very different to Sydney Mardi Gras, but that looks like a lot of fun.
yeah. So what's happening for you in, like, the future? What does comedy look like for you? How is, um I like to ask 45 questions. How is the future? All about the future. Like, do you have future plans for, like, more shows, pop-ups? Or are you gonna be consumed with fatherhood?
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna take, a little break from comedy, which I don't know. Don't know what the future's gonna look like. We don't
Yeah,
know when the baby comes out of our friend and we bring her home, is she gonna be the kind of baby who's chill and sleeps a lot? And, is she gonna be the kind of baby who always needs to be held and cries?
yeah,
And is she gonna be our first baby we had a bit of drama with, because she was born very premature, but when we got her home, she slept beautifully, and she was a very easy baby to look after. So, we were able to take her out and do lots of stuff, but, you know, so I've made no plans. I've got
you
no
don't know.
plans.
Are you a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah, I work a little bit, work, as a comedian and as a teacher, but, yeah, I'm the stay-at-home one. I'm the one who does all the most of the parenting at home.
But
I
also
tend
there's
to do
so
most
much
of the
gonna be,
parenting.
like, material from that as well.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like there is an audience for that I feel like it almost crosses genres of, like, just gay or straight. Like, if you're talking about having a child, it's not necessarily like, "This is my, like, LGBT content. This is my LGBT material. This is my" it's just like having a child is, like, across the genres or barriers of sorts.
Exactly. No, and it's lots of fun too. But yeah, so I've made and also I don't like making big plans. I kinda like making shit up as I go, and if I get a really fun, good gig, if I get a chance to travel with comedy, yes, I am there 100%, but also, eh, we'll see what happens. We'll see what kinda falls in my lap.
Well, after people see this, you're gonna be on, like, The Late Show, you're gonna be on Colbert Report, you're gonna be on actually, you'll probably be canceled, to be honest. No, 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 no. So what is the gay scene like in Sydney? I see party clips, I see Mardi Gras, I see parades, I see drag queens.
Okay, since I'm born and bred in Sydney, so I love it. I think it's the best. A lot of people I hear being like, "Oh, it's intimidating, it's scary, and the
Mm,
gays are all standoffish," and I've never found that. Like, as long as you're willing to go up and say hi to yeah, some people are gonna be
yeah.
dicks, but nah, everyone's pretty if you buy someone a beer, like, "Hey, can we have a chat?" They will have a chat and have a
Especially
laugh
if you, like,
and have
put
a
a little
dick.
roofie in it, they'll
Exactly.
just hang out, they'll chill next to you, they'll probably go home with you. "No, just kidding, that's awful." Don't
Exactly.
Don't roofie people's drinks. Does the gay comedy world and the gay world overlap, or are they separate?
Yeah, kind
I
of
was just
overlap.
curious.
Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like we've got a gay comedy night that we run, um, on a Friday night, and yeah, it's a fun that overlaps, and that's a lot of fun because the
Yeah.
club that we'll do it in, we'll be doing comedy, and if we are not done by about 10:30, it just turns into a nightclub while
Oh,
whoever is on stage is on stage doing their dick jokes. But that's like, and then everyone just stays and normally we wrap up early. Everyone just stays and parties and has the
yeah.
best time and the best fun. Yeah. But yeah, the
I
gay
love
scene,
this.
very fun. It's when I've traveled, I found sort of the Sydney scene to be a bit more centralized. Like we have one big
Yeah.
long strip of road, Oxford Street, but also you've got other areas. You've got like Newtown, which is the sort of like the cool kids go there. But yeah, it's and we got there's a big sports scene which I'm not
Oh,
really into, surprisingly, for like
gotcha.
gay sports, and yeah, people
Yeah,
really
you
involved.
look rugby. Your
Yeah,
face
I
says rug.
did that for
Your
a little bit.
body and face says rugby player.
I'm
Rugby
way
player,
too
thick,
old for that
thick
now.
thighs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't you
They don't
know?
call me thick thighs Chris for nothing. Oh, that's so. I'm so dumb. I apologize. I apologize for myself, but I also apologize,
Never,
Chris,
never.
for the U.S. of A. You know,
Why?
I
What have you
apologize
guys
for
done
what
now?
I apologize. Everyone sees what's happening. We're a fucking clown show right now, and I just apologize. And it's like, I feel like some people might listen to that and be like, he's anti-American, but like, I'm really just like anti-stupidity. And I'm just our country right now, I feel like is threatening the world at large. And so I'm really just sorry about that.
Dude, no,
Are you guys laughing with us or are you guys laughing at us?
a little bit of both, but
Yeah.
also like a lot of as awful as it sounds, we we don't notice that. Like,
Right. Like we're our world, like that's like centric narcissistic me
yeah,
to thinking that like
sorry.
you guys are circling my world. The only circle I want is a circle jerk. Hey, okay. Sorry,
Oh,
that's
this is
not
a
even funny.
comedian. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
like it is very, yeah, like when there's international things happening, absolutely. But like, dear God, I can barely
Yeah.
keep up with like Australia's political issues, and
Yeah.
then you add America's, and oh my gosh.
It's tricky. It's hard right now to stay sort of positive. I feel like America, like, I was thinking about this when I was shower earlier. You know, when you take like family vacations or holiday vacations, and like you have a picture of like four people, and like you look really good, but you want to like ignore the other people. So there's apps you could do where you just like focus in and then you delete the other pictures. I feel like if the world right now could like have a picture of like the world and just like outline America and just like delete it off the app right now, I feel like the world would be a better place. I don't know if that's self-loathing. I tend to be a self-loathing American, self-loathing gay. I don't know, but I am in therapy.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Is it
Um,
as scary as it looks on the news?
Well, you know what? It depends on where you are in the U.S. Because, like, I think a lot of people, like, well, you we haven't said that, but like, a lot of people, it's the U.S. is so big. It really depends how where you are. Because I'm from San Francisco originally, so and that's so north. That's like 8 hours from San Diego, and San Francisco is like a liberal haven. So, like, if you're there, you can forget about some of the things that are happening in the world. But like down here in San Diego, it's a little more conservative. I am 20 minutes from the Tijuana border. So the vibes are different, and necessarily if it's not like feels as safe as scary, it's a vibe in the air. There's something in the air, and I have like white person privilege by like looking this way, you know, so
Mm.
it's a little bit different. But it's like a vibe in the air in America. It's like I don't know what the breaking point's gonna be, but I feel like I feel like, if somehow Trump I don't know why I'm talking about politics, I hate politics, but, like, he has threatened to, like, have another term, I feel like if that somehow happens, I feel like the rest of the world should just bomb us. I feel like that would be the best thing to do. Like, if somehow, like, enough people are, like, blinded by him and somehow he's able to somehow get another term, I feel like the rest of the world should just bomb America. Sorry.
That'll be the clip that goes viral.
I have been, what is it called when like a terrorist organization, like when they kind of take over and they radicalize. I've been radicalized.
Hey,
No. It's alright, I like brown dick. Hoo. Okay, that's
hey.
not even funny. You know what? I can't believe I'm starting to say, "Hoo." I went to a comedy club the other night, and there was a heckler behind me despite the fact that, like, they announced, "Don't heckle." Like, every single joke this guy behind me said, "Hoo," and, like, he thought he was, like, Rodney Dangerfield or not Rodney Dangerfield. Who's the guy with the cigarette? Black leather jacket? Not Rodney.
Um, nah, it's gone from my brain. But yeah, I
You
know who you're
know.
talking
Yeah. Whatever. But anyways, but like all night long, hey, every joke. I don't know how he didn't get canceled
Did he
out.
have Tourette's? Was that his thing? Was that his
Yeah.
gig?
Well, I was also at a show. There was someone who I learned about from Kill Tony. His name was Tiny No Timmy No Timmy No Jokes. Timmy No Breaks. Timmy
Okay.
No Breaks. And so his jokes are very like political. There's like a lot of gay jokes, racist jokes, yada 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 jokes. Um, what was my point to the story?
People heckling.
So oh yeah, so he was kind of vibing with the heckler, which was interesting to me. And then I made me sort of think like, what's the difference between like heckling and like crowd work? I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
do
yeah.
you have to be upfront about crowd work? Be like, hey, I'm actually gonna be. The etiquette behind comedy shows is something I sometimes I like to kind of sit there and figure out. Like, when's heckling? When are they doing like crowd working?
Yeah, good que look, I think heckling to me is anything that stops or ruins the show. So even if someone thinks they're helping the comedian or is, like, throwing something in and they're like or even someone with, like, making a silly noise, I would take
Yeah,
that to be
when
he
it takes away
if
from
it
the
stops the show
stage.
dead, if it stops the flow of the show, heckling.
Okay.
But also it's good comedians are good at dealing with heckling, and they can make it a part of the show.
Yeah, I've seen
Um,
that work sometimes, like, it just becomes they're really good at bouncing off people, but I feel like
mm.
if it's one of those comedians who, like, is really on, like, like, a routine, like, that could throw them off a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's when you got, like, a script in your head and you just gotta try and stick to that people lose it. But also, like, also crowd work, I mean, it depends on the venue, depends on the place, like, crowd work can be a lot of fun when you get a fun crowd to play with,
Mhm.
and they're up for it and they're having a laugh. But also crowd work can be, like, pulling teeth sometimes, and you just gotta call it quits because maybe you've
Right.
got people who and especially, I think it's an Australian thing. We like to go to a show to watch a show.
Mm.
If you're sitting in the audience, you're there to be entertained. You're not a part of the show.
Yeah.
You paid money to go sit down and have someone be entertaining at you. Uh,
Yeah.
crowd work, yeah, we do it and we can have a lot of fun with it. But a lot of the times you'll get there and like they'll give you, oh, what do you do for a job? I'm like that one word answer, like, okay, this guy's not interested, and that is fine.
Yeah.
They're here to be entertained by me, not be the entertainment.
Yeah, that's true. It's just something I've really recently, for like the last year and a half, been going to comedy shows, and I almost go out to see a comedy show like once a week here in San Diego. Thankfully, we're close enough to LA. I'm like 45 hour to LA, so we get a lot of good comedies coming through. So I like studying like the room. It's just part of my what I like to do. I like to see the people. I go by myself quite a lot, and I like to just because I literally go there to just be entertained. I don't need to meet the people next to me, but I like kind of reading the room and it's just like a learning thing, like, also, like and of course, that guy behind me, I took outside, beat up, and I, like, put my cigarette on his forehead, and I said, "Don't do that again, because 'cause I'm tough, because 'cause I'm really tough."
That sounds like some of the rough gigs I've had.
Yeah, I'm really tough, can you tell? Look, tattoos.
Big, strong gap. I can picture
So
you just putting your fist through someone.
yeah, yeah, that is true. My brain is going off into stories, and I'm, like, literally just pulling it back, and so who are some people who have inspired you? Who are some comedians you watch and have liked, or you like their style, or like their vibe, or or you
Yeah,
wanna
which
fuck.
yeah, oh, yeah. Actually, are there I don't think there are enough hot comedians.
Mhm. I
Even
tend
though
to be I
every
think some of the uglier ones are the funniest, so you
well,
might not have the best career,
maybe
sorry. Handsome,
oh, thank
handsome
you.
man. Okay.
Given that, like, every female comedian, nearly every female comedian is, like, a beautiful woman,
Yeah,
every male comedian is an ugly dude, which is just
yeah,
like, an unfair gender standard. I'm like, "Come there needs to be hotter men
yeah, okay.
should be
Write
doing
that
comedy."
down.
Um, like, who's I was
Do you even
watching
follow comedies? I've actually spoke to someone else recently too, and he was just like, "Yeah, I don't really follow other comedians," and I was like, it stunned me. Like,
I
okay,
follow
so
a lot of comedians, but I also will try not to, because 'cause I'm always a bit scared if I really get into if I watch a bunch of Jimmy Carr, and I've
yeah.
watched, I don't know, he's got a ton of specials out. If I watch more than one of his specials in a week, I'll start writing jokes that are too similar that are his style.
Mm,
"Oh,
yeah.
no, let's not do that."
That makes a lot of sense. Actually, something I've been watching like Kill Tony and other shows and Netflix is a joke. I've seen a couple things that I feel like within that community has been picked up by other comedians. It's not a joke. It's just a facial thing. I've seen the other day, like almost three comedians in a row kept telling their jokes and then they kept going, hmm. I don't know.
Oh,
There's this weird thing that was really within like other comedians that work together. Like they all kind of, I bet they probably like what you're saying, like picking up on the joke rhythm or the vibe. They all were doing this thing in their sets. They make a joke, then go, hmm. I don't know, like all kind of carbon copy of each other's. And I think that's probably something that might have like, rubbed off on each other.
yeah, probably, yeah, 'cause, yeah, whoever's sort of the popular, and when you go to an open mic, you'll be like, "Oh, who's popular at the moment?" Because I can see
Yeah.
4 people doing a version of that.
Is comedy big over in Australia right now? I feel like,
Oh, it's
has it
probably
always been? Like
it's
who's
probably
an
the biggest
Aussie?
it's been, but it's not big by, like, US standards. No one's making any money from it.
I was gonna
No
say,
one's
who's an
making a good
Aussie
living.
who's a good Aussie comedian? I can't besides
See,
Chris Knight.
hey, well, as soon as you say good Aussie, like, because the other night I was just watching a bunch of Friends perform, I'm like, "Oh, this mate, this friend, this person."
Okay.
I'm trying to think
Like
who's like a
local,
big
like local.
Daniel Muggleton's a big name, he's a good dude, as well. Jim Jeffries is still out there, but I haven't watched him for a long time. I
Okay.
think he's funny again.
I know. It's crazy. Well,
He got,
something
like,
I've noticed
rich
also.
and famous and stopped being funny, 'cause all he talked
Yeah,
about was being rich and famous, and then I think he's figured it out, but I haven't seen him in a bit.
yeah. It's a lot of that also I've talked to I ask this question sometimes to comedians, like they've seen they've mostly been straight. And I don't know what the answer I expect to get, but it's never the answer that I think I'm gonna get. But like a lot of these comedians coming out of like the Kill Tony vibe, like every single one of them has gay jokes, like big gay set. Every single one of them has racist. Single one has Jewish jokes. Everyone has trans jokes. Everyone has black jokes, Mexican joke, fat white guy jokes. And I'm just like, I've asked people before, and some of the jokes I'm like, within the gay community, like itself would be like call out immediately. But
Yeah.
I've noticed within this other comedy world, and there are gays that come into it, but they also make fun of themselves for being gay. There's a lot of really outlandish material that would like, I'm so surprised people aren't being canceled left and right. And I've even asked like some people, like, do you get a pass because you're a comedy? But like, the amount of things that I hear and really, really popular comedians right now is just like, oh my God. And I do laugh at the same time.
Look, part of me, I have very much two mind about it. Part of me is like, if something is funny, it is funny. Like, if you said a joke
Yeah.
and maybe it's got an offensive premise, maybe it's about a group of people, and it's really good and it actually makes people laugh,
Hmm.
it's a good joke. But also, like, if you're shitting on people who are traditionally, like, marginalized, if you're shitting on people who are already having shitty lives, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck are
Yeah.
you like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're
It
gonna
just comes.
you're gonna punch down on, Indigenous Australians who are,
Yeah.
who are going through a shit time. Fucking hell, like, I
It's
think
another
if
thing that I'm studying. Like I said, like, this is sort of like a newer world for me to be, like, paying attention to, because I don't consider myself a comedian. I'm just a weirdo. But I've really focused on like the comedian world for the last comedy world for the last like year or so. And so it's just one of the things I also study. I'm like, I can't believe the gay jokes and the racist jokes and the women jokes and the trans jokes that are just in everybody really popular set. And it's just an interesting thing, like to
yeah,
see.
I'm not a huge fan of when people say horrific things, but also I think if people are able to do them and able to get away with it, that's just a sign of society and the crowd.
Some
Like,
people have said that's, like, lazy, like, gay jokes are super lazy, but, like, I'm trying to figure it out myself too because I 'cause I'll find them very funny, and, like, so many people, like, I would shows be like, "Hey, is there any gay guys in the audience?" That kinda thing, and I'm like the other day, I was, like, at a Jason Ellis show, and, he's, like, a stand-up comedian here, like, BMX
oh, yeah,
fighter
yeah,
guy,
yeah, yeah.
tattooed, shaved head, and I was just, like, in the front row, I'm like, here I am, gay full time. And it just became part of his thing. I don't know. It's just interesting. I think I can see some passes that comedians get for just being
If they can, if you can
something.
make the community laugh that you are making fun of, like, if you have a gay joke the the gay
And I'm
community
there laughing.
laughing with, not at, with you, like, great. Like, if you sort of proven you're an ally, you're a part of this, you're on their side, not, "Hey, I'm trying to fucking arrest you and take away your rights. Also, I'm making fun of you." That's a very different
Yeah.
angle to, "I'm a part of the community. We're all in this
Yeah.
together. Let's laugh about it."
All right. That's kind of a boring downer of a question, but I'm just curious. But it's something I see every single every single comedian has a huge gay set. Like, even on TikTok, a lot of like, "This is why I wish I were gay. This is everybody has, like, a gay
Everyone has, like,
material.
yeah, a gay joke. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, should I feel included?
Maybe that's it. Maybe they're just trying to get the,
Well, yeah, I
get
guess
all
it's
the,
making fun of
attention from the queer
everybody.
community.
Alright, so what is something you'd like we'll wind down here. What is something about yourself that I might find interesting
Oh, yeah. Dad stuff.
or
I'm dad. Yeah.
scary?
Scary? Oh, what's something scary about me?
This is like one of those segments of like, "What's in your bag?" They always do like they have this dumb 3 minutes of like, "What's in Chris Knight's bag?" But I guess this bag doesn't have to be physical. Just what's your baggage? Or not necessarily bad, but like, or what's something good? Do you roller skate? Are you like a professional hula hooper?
I got no fun in I'm a boring dad. I don't get to do comedy. Comedy is my fun escape. I'm a boring stay-at-home dad the rest of the time. I've had a few fun jobs through the years. I was a tour guide on tallest building in Sydney. That was fun.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I like heights. I used to do porn. Sorry, do porn. I used to edit porn. The
All
porn.
right.
Yeah, that was a fun little job.
But I've
Uh,
seen those porns also where like the film and editing crew gets involved in the porn, and that's like the porn scenario. Oh, but you used to edit porn for like a company or a studio or something?
yeah, 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 for a production company. Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
that's
fun
crazy.
job. That was a fun one for a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, so I had few fun jobs through the years.
Does your husband think you're funny?
I'm some. He's a bit. He he's a bit. No, he when he laughs at a joke, I know that I have a joke that, works for everyone.
Okay. When
But,
he's sort of the stamp of approval.
yeah, but we have very different tastes in comedy. What he's like, "Oh, this is great." I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, comedy is sort of funny that way.
The Big Bang Theory is awesome. I love that you love that.
It is funny though how comedy, like, that's why I think with like the questions I was asking about what's like inappropriate and not inappropriate. I love comedy because like I feel like the world needs laughter right now. There's a comedian out right now, Robbie Hoffman. She's like lesbian, like white
Yeah, yeah,
woman.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
My husband loves her, and like somehow she just me. So it's like, doesn't mean she's not good. It's just to me.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he loves her, like her material. It's like smart and witty and fast, and I don't know. And so I think that I love that about comedy. Like on all these questions I do ask about comedy and comedians that have these like kind of inappropriate jokes, like I need to laugh right now. Not a good or bad joke. I need to laugh right now.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm the kind of comic where I don't like to do anything that's gonna upset someone. If it's gonna upset someone in the room,
But that's
I
funny.
am there to literally entertain and bring joy, and if I've upset someone in the room, I failed at that job.
I think my goal, if I ever tried comedy, we would like my goal. I'd go into a room of probably like 25 people because it'd be a sad show, and like my goal would be to have half of those people leave after 5 minutes. Like literally, like go in, read the room. Okay, figure out some things. I can just imagine gonna insult everybody and see if I could literally get everybody to leave within 5 minutes. Go. No, that's not true. I do say a lot of stuff about that I know will get a response, and I do say it because I get a response, and like, I don't always necessarily mean it. I just say it. So I don't know.
I've got a couple of offensive, edgy ones, but I'll always make sure it's the right crowd. I'll have done some tester
Yeah,
jokes to, like, lead them
yeah.
into it and make sure, "Hey, is anyone," I'm never going, "Was anyone offended by this in the room?" But you can vibe by the crowd, what they're gonna laugh at, what they're not gonna laugh at. I'm not good at it, but I've been trying, a little bit of drag with the comedy,
I saw that the other day.
and
You were in
holy shit,
bearded drag, right? Your beard stayed on.
yeah, it's shit. It's like the worst drag anyone's ever done.
No, it's like
Um,
San Francisco's all about
it's a
bearded
dress and
drag
a
queens.
wig.
Ooh, go.
But the shit you can say when you are dressed up,
Oh,
like, you can get away with, like, some really harsh, really
yeah.
offensive material. I think because it's very clear that you are a character, you are a clown.
Yeah. I love that you just said that actually, because I'm equating that a little bit to comedians because like grew up in San Francisco most basically, but like raunchy drag, raunchiest, creative drag, not just like, ooh, I can put on makeup and be pretty. And they could get away with so much stuff and say so much stuff. There's this woman her name was Heclina. She passed away in London a couple years. They think she might have been murdered. They're still figuring it out. She would come up there and do so much raunchy shit on stage. She didn't even bring up she was a character, bring up these fucking hot boys from the audience and like eat their asses on stage. But I swear, I tell you one thing: if she were out of drag, these boys would not let her eat their asses. But just like, and I'm kind of putting that together with comedy. I feel like I watch comedy the same way because I know I'm being entertained. Um, yeah. What am I saying? What am I saying?
You can have more, yeah, when you're dressed up, like, and also, like, because look, I'm a big white dude. If I say something, that's maybe a bit misogynistic to a crowd of women, they've definitely seen a guy who looks like me actually say and mean that offensive thing at it. Like,
Probably
it's,
like a boss or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
a boss or a shitty husband or an ex, like, they've seen that in real, they see a dude in a dress saying that, and that's actually quite funny. Like, it's
Yeah, I like that. I I'm gonna put this into my I was gonna say spank bank. I'm gonna put this into my thought bank about just how I think about comedy nowadays and how I see it. Because a lot of people that I'm mentioning who have like racist jokes, well, Jew jokes, they say they make fun of everybody, trans jokes, gay jokes. I really enjoy their content. And so that makes me feel like, oh shit, am I awful? But it's putting them on stage in this like character and then also thinking of it as like a drag performance, you get away with a lot of shit, like eating ass on stage of someone who they never could have done that to if they weren't in drag.
and there's a big difference
Also makes me think,
between, yeah, being actually racist, saying it's racist joke and being actually racist. And if and look, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people who are actually racist who say racist jokes, which is the scary part.
yeah, what's kind of crazy, yeah. Oh, my brain. Because I saw a comedian recently, Jeff Rye. He can be controversial, but he had this whole set about trans people.
Mhm.
And he was saying it with such, I don't know, his delivery. And I want people to be safe and be trans if that's like journey, but
Mhm.
his jokes were like about trans people and they were funny. And I'm not, but it just was like he was saying, "Hey, I make fun of everybody, and like, don't tell me I can't make fun of like this trans person who also dresses like a puppy or a horse for a living. That's funny." I don't know. Comedy is an interesting field. That might I'm putting that all into like some comedy is an interesting field, and I just am very curious about things that people can say and get away with. That's I guess that's my ending
When are you
note.
gonna give it a go?
Dude, I don't think so. I think I'm one of those people that think I'm more funny than I am funny. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I want to. I'll threaten people. I'll do it someday.
Anyone like, it's literally that is one of my favorite things about it is in terms of, like, art, it is the quickest from sort of idea to final performance. Even, like, painting, like, you've still gotta
Yeah.
you have this beautiful idea and you're gonna spend hours on a canvas, and then presenting that to your audience means what? Getting it in a
Yeah.
gallery or doing that. Even photography, which is, yeah, I pointed and I clicked at something, but you've gotta come up with the composition and then find a way to present that, and is that uploading and putting it in part of a show, or is that
Yeah.
taking it to a like, comedy? I had an idea, and later tonight, I can walk on a stage and say that idea, and it will be presented to an audience.
That is sort of funny. I think that's how a lot of content creators are too. They just have an idea, they film it, they put it online. It's a different world, but like I literally I see myself walking on stage and like I think I'd be one of those people that would be more like of a the going on and being more spontaneous, but I just see myself because I love poop and sex jokes so much. I think I'd go up there and I'd like forget everything I was saying, and I just turn into like a chimpanzee or gorilla. I just like poop in my hand and start throwing it at the audience. And that would be my set. Like fuck off, and then I would leave.
Oh,
That would be memorable.
I mean, I've watched that Kill Tony, that'd be
I'm gonna walk. That is my fucking threat to the world. I'm gonna go to open mic one night, and I hope you're not in the audience. And I'm just gonna shit myself and start throwing in the audience and at making chimp noises. That's a promise.
Hey, there's someone out there who loves that. There's someone that's someone's thing.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry that you had to talk to me today. But like, is there anything you want to ask me? I know I put out there recently that I want like somebody to like co-host my show with, but I just really can't ever imagine a person not being irritated with me and can't like it's just so funny. Like I have had so many responses from the post about like wanting to get like somebody like to be a co-host, someone just to like have fun with. And I still can't imagine the person maybe that's why I'm having trouble, like, I can't imagine the person that I could talk with regularly that I wouldn't irritate, but I've had so many responses from people from, like, dick pictures, butt pictures, um, that's, like that's not even, like I don't even skip a beat with that, that's cool, but just so many weird responses and, like, non-responses from people that I'm just like, "What?" Anyhow.
You've been a delight. I'll come back anytime. We'll chat shit with you. It's
You're
been great.
funny, and also you're fucking handsome. I don't wanna, like I'm not gonna be a pervert on you. I can't be a homewrecker because I live in America and you live in Australia, but, people like to look at fucking handsome people that are funny. Boom. My only suggestion is unbutton the shirt, one more button down. Just kidding. No,
Like a
that's
little
not funny. I also am very insecure at this moment, you can't tell. Maybe you can tell, but, I had a recent cancer scare,
while.
skin ca I know, "Wah, wah, wah, wah," violins, but I've had a skin cancer scare recently, and currently, right now, I'm going through this cancer treatment on my like, it's like a cream, and, like, right now, under my forehead and my hat is, like, a scab. That's supposed to be preventative for future cancer and, like, really it's like this really invasive cream my dermatologist gave me. So right now, I'm so paranoid because 'cause I've been hiding at home, like, in my baseball cap, but I'm also supposed to avoid sun for a month. What? So and I can see in the I see as I've been this is just my insecurity, as I can see my reflection, there are some things I'm seeing, and I'm like, "Oh my god, he probably thinks I am a leper or I have AIDS." No, you can't say that. People don't die from AIDS
Not at
anymore.
all. Also, like, who gives a fuck?
Anyways, I'm just really
Who
insecure about myself in general right now because, like, without the hat on, it's, like, it's pretty severe looking. Um,
and, like, what's so bad about that?
No, people don't wanna listen to people that have scabs on their face. It's just statistically proven. Maybe that's why you should be with me every week so you can just like dazzle them with their hairy chest and shiny Hollywood teeth
I
and
mean, you're American,
pink
everyone's listening
nipples.
to, your president. I wouldn't particularly call him the most attractive person on the planet.
How dare you just compare me to Jabba the Hutt? Yours? Oh my god. I'm just gonna end like that. I'm really glad we got to talk though. Like I really come in sometimes really set up with like I got 10 questions. But like sometimes I like to like to free flow it. I don't know. Uh I'm just an American idiot with internet access. It would be fun kind of doing the like back and forth, like sort of like just Aussie versus American type stuff. Cause I really do think in some of the questions that I've asked today, I feel like I'm a little self centered. We're thinking about everybody's thinking about America, everybody's talking about America, you know?
I always remember being at, I was in Germany at, Oktoberfest, um, one year, and, there was a big American guy there who was like, "Oh, what do you think about," and it must have been around one of your elections, like, "What do you think about the politics? What do you think about, who's gonna be the leader? Who's gonna be this?" I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
No, and he freaked out 'cause like, "Oh, I didn't know there was an election happening. I thought
Right.
they had the chancellor in place." He was like, "No, the real one." I was like, "What do you," and I refused to, like, like, I knew he was talking about American politics, but he was
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
saying the leader of the country. I was like, "What country are you talking about, mate?" And he didn't click in. And then he got really upset. He's like, "Well, everyone should care about our politics.
Yeah.
We're
It's
making the most money." I
crazy.
was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were Chinese." And then he lost his mind.
The world is crazy right now. So as much as like I said, I sound anti-American. I am not, but I just am anti-stupidity. I'm gonna say it again. Like,
America's still the country
and
producing all the entertainment, all the movies, all of that.
MS. Oh, it's not MSNBC anymore. It's MS now. People could like just watch it like some fucking reality series. Like, oh my god, what did the clown say today? Oh, he's building a wall made by Mexico. um. All right.
Wait, let's go back to the start. So what would be your I wanna see if we can meet any of these. What are your expectations, stereotypes about Australia? And let's see how many of can we see how many of them actually, meet up, how many of them are true?
Think all of Australians are like surfers. I feel like they're all blonde, which is not true. I don't know that because I know my geography and I know there's a lot of like indigenous people, but I think they're all like blonde. I think they all surf. I think they all have, I don't know why. Those are the only two things they like to eat. Kiwis.
Yep.
They all go to the Robert Irwin National Park. Um, wait, what's the thing that people eat? It's always, what's that?
Brought steak,
Steak?
prawns? I don't know.
No, it's like a very Australian thing that like, oh, have you ever tried it?
Oh, Vegemite?
Yeah, Vegemite. Y'all
Yeah, I
eat
don't care for
Vegemite
Vegemite.
sandwich on crackers.
I don't care for that.
Um, I guess I don't have a lot of stereotypes. I just think it is like a place. It's actually on my bucket list of places to go. I want to go to Africa and Australia. Those are my top two bucket list places.
Can't wait to
You
can't
guys
you
have the
do
most
what?
dangerous. You guys have the most dangerous things in the
That is
world, like in one place. Like the little cute octopus, the little blue octopus. That's really dangerous.
yeah.
Spiders, snakes.
Yep. That is also very true. Yeah, so no,
Um,
you're wrong about that everyone's blonde and blue-eyed and surfs. Barely anyone can surf well. Um, no, barely anyone is oh, we got a few blonde people, but we're a very, multinational country as well, like,
Yeah. I
yeah,
thought you guys were a very safe place until the incident that recently happened at Bondi Beach, which I
yeah,
don't even want to make a joke around. But that was so shocking. In America, we have multiple mass shootings a week. But like to see another country where something like that happens, that was eye opening.
no, it was horrifying. Everyone's yeah, it was awful, and also, like, it's gonna sound awful, but as Australians, we kinda act like dicks when it comes to America. We'll be like, "We're we're not like those guys. We've got it under control," and, like, we still have some like, we have islands where we detain people trying to come to our country and lock them away.
That's
Like,
hot.
we do just as fuck shit. There's just
Yeah.
less people reporting on it here. So, like, we love to be like, "Oh, there was a shooting in America? Oh, why don't they do something?" But we still have fuck shit happen here.
Guns. Does everyone have guns there?
Nah, no one's got a gun.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Those are just some of the things that I think about Australia. But I did write down a question here. I can't believe I forgot it, but we're going to end with it.
Alright, alright.
And it's about the two dads and one
Mhm.
daughter, but now you're going to have two dads and a daughter and maybe another daughter and maybe another son. D- Do you know the sex of that kid yet?
Yeah, we're gonna have a daughter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not the question. The question was, so you're going to have two daughters, two dads.
Mm.
Are you going to raise your kids to be gay? Are you
Probably.
gonna force them to paint their rainbows on their fingernails? Are you gonna force them to wear combat boots and dress like Sinead O'Connor?
We had, probably, like, when my
Probably.
daughter was really little, we bought her all these, like, nice toys and rainbow flags, and she, like every kid, preferred playing with the box, so I think that's a
You're gonna
lesbian
buy her,
thing.
like, Jeeps and Army figures and G.I. Joe. I just was curious, like, because America's gay agenda is one thing. I just curious if you didn't have a gay agenda too. Raising an army of lesbians, apparently.
I would love a gay little daughter. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god, thank you for letting me have fun with that, your daughters. I feel like daughters can be, like, an off-limit topic, but yeah. Are you gonna be one of those parents also, like, if you share pictures of your kids online, you put, like, an emoji over their face? Some people
I
want to keep their identity, like, a
don't
certain
know.
way.
So far, I haven't, but I also don't. I have very much have, like, a separate family
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah, I gotcha.
which is partially because, like, I fucking hate when parents just that like, that's it, that's all they share is pictures of their
Right.
kids, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, but, like, my mom and my family overseas, they go nuts for that, so I'm like, "Here's the Instagram just for that."
Yeah. That
So,
makes sense, that makes sense.
I don't know, but then I hear some terrifying shit, I'm like, "Oh, maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't be."
Yeah, it's a weird that's another one of those things, there's not a right or wrong answer. My sister has, 2 kids, and she posts a lot about them online, but she also has, like, a private account, but
There's a joke I've been doing, which is a true story about it's a horrible thing to say, but there's a dad, who we meet at the park, and we meet up and we play, and, like, he's very,
is that
very
allowed?
scared. No, we don't meet up like that.
Okay.
He's very, very scared of, like, anyone stealing his kids or snatching his kids, or
Oh,
someone's gonna
he
the
should
kid's gonna be
be.
taken advantage of, and, like, he's got the ugly kids. Like, I was like, "Your kid is the safest kid."
I was like, "Does he have white babies?" People love to steal white
Yeah,
babies.
your kid's got a monobrow, like, no one's kidnapping that, like,
Yeah.
it's always the parents who are very seem to be very cautious,
Right. They're
almost
like,
brag about it,
"Okay,
like,
with
"Oh,
that 5
I
head,
if a
that 6
pedophile's coming for
forehead."
anyone, it's definitely my gorgeous kid." You're like, "Oh, did you need to say that?" What
That is so
condescending of
funny.
you.
Yeah, I like that too, like, don't you're like, "Don't you worry. No one's
Yeah,
gonna leave that no one's gonna leave that baby Shrek."
yeah, exactly.
Um, and what does your husband look like? I'm dying to know. Is he hot?
I think he's hot, yeah, he's big, hairy, lovable buffoon.
Oh, my favorite words, big, lovable, hairy buffoon. I don't even care. I don't even care if he's got teeth. That's hot. Alright, so where is the best place people to, like, just catch up and keep up with you? Like, if they wanna follow, like, what you're doing with comedy, like, if they wanna try to catch your shows or just
Yeah,
keep
it's
up with you, or they fall in love with you and they wanna send you dirty pictures via the Instagram.
a lot of jump on jump on Instagram, what is it? At that Chris Knight, jump on,
Are you a
have a look.
TikToker?
Sometimes it's when I feel like it, but, eh,
Yeah,
eh,
Instagram's the place to go.
for the moment till I find a better one.
Yeah. I've actually not been a TikTok person, but because I'm sort of shadow banned on a lot of the platforms, like, from posting, like from years ago when I had the website Accidental Bear was, like, much more popular. I'd often post, like, naked photo shoots and stuff, not of myself, but just of other guys, and I'd risky stuff, and I had a lot of stuff that was, like, taken down or deemed inappropriate. So most of my sites, like Facebook or Instagram, are, like, completely shadow banned. I'll put out something, it's, like, 12 views, and you're like, "How is that possible?" Like, there's, like, 28,000 people and you get 12 views.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I only bring that up because recently I started posting more on TikTok, and I feel like all of a sudden something's happening on TikTok for me. There's, like, followers and followers and new followers. So sometimes TikTok is for, like, the kids, but grandpa has been putting his stuff on TikTok lately, and
Ah,
people are paying attention more on, like, TikTok more than Instagram lately. So it's a weird thing.
maybe I'll jump on, like, I'll post every now, but maybe I'll jump on TikTok a bit more. I
And a
just
lot of times
man, I
it's the same videos or content just posted to TikTok, and like the algorithm like soaks it up like a sponge.
I can't I gotta avoid TikTok because I will get lost. I will just so totally fall into watching 1-minute clips of a TV show from the 90s and
Oh,
just be
gotcha,
so
got it. I
and
love
just drag oh,
Karen videos are my favorite. Like
alright.
Karen videos being filmed in stores or and there's, like, this really popular thing where, like, people hang out outside of, like, public spaces, and they film people, and they film people's reaction to them filming them, and it's so addicting. No, they have, millions and millions of followers and views. It's a whole thing where guys I think it's mostly men stand out in front of, like, public spaces and film people, and then people get really mad that they're filming them. They're like, "Why are you filming me?" And it's, like, in our constitution that they can do that in public, so they're like, "I don't need to tell you why I'm filming me." And there's so much drama involved, but that's like I spent at least 18 hours a day watching those on TikTok. At least 18 hours a day. I'm like doing crystal meth just to like stay awake so I can watch more TikTok. I'm like, ah, and then because it's like they post part one, part two, part three, and then I'm like on a part 27. I'm like, ah, I got to see how it ends, and then all of a sudden they're like, please comment for the next part, and there's no next part.
Oh, nah, no.
People would hard to believe that I do have a really full-time job. With all this TikToking going on. Yeah. All right, Chris, well, let's say goodbye.
Yeah,
I feel
lovely
like
chat.
that was fun. I hope I didn't scare you.
Never.
I am kinda scary, especially now that I told you about my skin cancer spots on my face.
I'm Australian. Every second person has had to have something
Yeah.
removed or something done or
Thankfully, it's pre-cancer treatment. I
thank
feel
God.
like it's sort of the thing where, like, people have, like, breast cancer in their family, so they get mastectomies, so they just, take the possibility away, so that's sort of what's happening, but I do feel like a monster. I'm not
No,
even fishing. I'm not even fishing for a, "No, you look great." You're a very pretty monster.
even if it does look fucked, and, like, it's still part of you and you're awesome, so, embrace it.
Chris, I'm married. Alright. Thanks so much for talking, and we'll talk again soon,
Absolutely.
and, best of luck with the new daughter coming home. I bet she's just this, like, precious little princess
Let's hope.
that vomits and diarrheas on
Right?
everything.
That'll be more the case, I
Alright, but let's talk again about that, I want updates.
Yeah, of course, of
I
course.
want daddy updates.
Daddy updates.
Yes. Okay, talk soon. Bye.
Catch you later.